Have you ever felt like life gave you nothing, yet you still dream of everything? Today, I have a powerful story that's not just for your English listening practice, but also for your heart, mindset, and soul. It's called Nothing is Free, and it's going to change how you see hard work, failure, and success. In a quiet little town surrounded by peaceful mountains, lived a 20-year-old young man named Leo. He didn't come from money or privilege. His father, Mark, was a mechanic. His mother, Claire, cleaned houses. And his 10-year-old sister, Sophie, looked up to him like he was a superhero. But Leo had big dreams. He wanted to be more than just a survivor. He dreamed of owning a chain of restaurants. He wanted to change not just his life, but his family's future. One cold evening, as the stars blinked down on his small house, Leo whispered to the night sky, "I want to give my family a better life, but how do I begin when we can barely survive?" The next morning, Leo opened his heart to his father. Mark sighed and said something simple yet life-changing. "Dreams are not free, Leo. If you want something, you have to fight for it. Start with what you have, no matter how small." That night, Leo couldn't sleep. But by morning, he had an idea. People in his town loved fresh bread, but the nearest bakery was far away. What if he could bring bread to them? There was only one problem. Leo had no money. Still, he walked miles to meet the bakery owner, Mr. Anderson, a grumpy old man known for saying no. But Leo stood tall and spoke from his heart. "Mr. Anderson, I want to sell your bread in my town. I can't pay up front, but give me 1 week. I'll sell your bread, return your money, and keep just a small profit." Mr. Anderson raised an eyebrow. "And why should I trust you?" "Because I have nothing," Leo replied. "But I have determination, and I will not let you down." After a long pause, the old man said, "All right, 1 week. Don't fail me." The next morning, Leo stood near the town park with a simple stand and a big smile. "Fresh bread, warm and delicious," he shouted. At first, people ignored him, but he gave out free samples, and soon enough, he made his first sale. By sunset, every loaf was gone, and Leo made a small profit. He returned to Mr. Anderson, paid him in full, and heard words he'd never forget. "You kept your word. Come back tomorrow." Leo did. Every day. He woke at 4 a.m., walked miles, carried bread, and sold with passion. In 2 months, he saved enough to buy a small cart. One day, a customer said, "You should bake your own bread, Leo. You'll earn more." The idea scared him. Leo had never baked in his life. But then he remembered, nothing is free, not even knowledge. So the next morning he asked Mr. Anderson, "Will you teach me how to bake?" "Why should I?" the old man asked. "If you bake, you won't buy from me." Leo smiled. "True, but I'll never forget who gave me my first chance. If I succeed, I'll make sure to help your bakery too." Mr. Anderson stared at him for a moment, then said, "Fine, but baking is no joke. Be ready for long hours and sore hands." Leo's lessons began at 3 a.m. He struggled. His bread was too hard, then too soft. His hands ached. He felt like quitting. But then he remembered his father's words. Dreams are not free. He got back up, kept practicing, failed, tried again, and then success. Mr. Anderson tasted one loaf and said, "Perfect, you're ready." Leo rented a small oven and began baking from home. His mother made tea to keep him awake. His sister packed the bread. Soon, Leo added cookies and pastries. The town loved his work. But just when things were looking up, a fancy new bakery opened. run by a young man named Eric. It had light signs and stylish cakes. Customers left. Sales dropped. Leo felt crushed. But he didn't give up. He asked customers what they liked about Eric's bakery and what he could do better. They said, "His place looks clean and fun. His cakes are beautiful." Leo listened, learned. He painted his cart, added decorations, and gave out samples. He watched library videos to learn cake decoration. Slowly, his customers returned. An elderly woman told him, "Many young men give up when it gets hard, but not you. That's why we trust you." Months later, Leo saved enough to rent a small shop. It wasn't big, but it was his. He named it Leo's Fresh Bakes. His family joined him. Sophie charmed the customers. His mother handled the accounts. But life had one more test. One stormy night, Leo saw smoke in the bakery. A fire had started. He managed to put out, but much of his equipment was gone. People whispered, "Maybe this is the end." Leo stood outside and said, "No, this is just a challenge. I've started from nothing before. I'll do it again." He asked for help. Mr. Anderson, now retired, said, "You already know what to do. Believe in yourself." Leo used the little equipment he had, baked from home, told customers, "I'll serve you whatever I can. I won't stop." And something magical happened. The town helped. People donated ingredients, gave small loans, helped repair the shop. Why? Because Leo had earned their trust. Months later, he reopened, bigger, better, brighter, with cupcakes, muffins, and a crowd of loyal customers. Even the mayor showed up and said, "Leo, you're an inspiration." Leo stood before everyone and said, "Nothing in life is free. Not dreams, not respect, not success. Everything must be earned. If you fall, get up. If you fail, learn. And if life tests you, face it with courage. Because every storm leads to a sunrise." Leo's story teaches us 4 powerful lessons asterisk. 1. Dreams require sacrifice. Nothing great comes easy. 2. Failure is a lesson, not a wall. 3. Help yourself first. People follow effort. 4. Never give up. Success often comes right after your darkest hour. Leo didn't just build a bakery. He built a legacy. And so can you. Whatever your dream is, don't stop chasing it. Because nothing is free, but everything is possible.